What's up, YouTube? What's up, Xtreme Gainz family? I'm Chuck, and I'm running behind, and I'm late as hell. Sorry for the late video. Real quick, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is or ever will be financial advice. Please do not take it as such. Today is Wednesday, September 14th, 2022, and this is my Amc Gme and SPY Algo exposed daily update and preparation video for tomorrow and beyond. I'm not going to go through the rest of my spiel that I normally go through. It's late. It's already almost 9 p.m. Eastern, my time here. I want to get this done and get it out to y'all. Once again, my apologies for the late video. Thank y'all for coming by to watch the video. So without further ado, let's dig in. What an unbelievable live stream today, y'all. Congratulations to everybody all around, community-wide, the Xtreme Gainz Premium Discord members, the general Discord members, the Twitch extended family, and the YouTube extended family. Y'all absolutely killed it today. It was an outstanding live stream today. I know I say it in every video after the live stream, but trust me, if you all are missing the live stream on Wednesday, you are missing the boat. Trust me. Unbelievable day today from all perspectives. So once again, congratulations to everybody on your extreme gains today. My extreme gains from my scalp setups today on the 7 tickers that I set up every single day. They provided 18 entries from trigger. The highest ROI today, 120%. Next one down 100%. Next one down 60%. And then from 60% down to 20% and multiples of them to round out the list for today. Always super happy and grateful for those. Moving on to the charts. Currently on your screen is AMC 5-minute chart from today on your left, SPY 5-minute chart from today on your right. The blue is my micro intraday snake from my snake algo method on both of them that were laid on here and printed prior to market open. And this is what we got to watch fulfill itself as you are currently looking at it throughout the day today on the live stream in real time. An absolutely dead on day from both of them. Super proud of both of them today. They provided dead on fulfillment of each of their projections respectively. Obviously at the end of the day here, the last 30 minutes, we received a mirrored divergence away from the continued projection of both of them. However, in real time in the live stream, I had them both projected to the upside. This is the full projected snake from them, and I wanted to show you that from start to finish throughout the entire day. So another badass day from the micro intraday snakes. Moving on to the intra-week snakes, macro comparatives, and side-by-side comparisons from last night's update and prep videos, projections, and today's fulfillment of those projections. Currently on your screen is AMC. AMC finished the day today in regular trading hours up 1.95% and then down 1.31% in after hours, ending the day trading at $9.78. The current intra-week snake is the blue one that's on your screen. Continued to fulfill its projection. Absolutely dead on, candle for candle today as you see it. Here is the side-by-side from last night's update and prep video of the intra-week snake, the position of price action within it, the projection from it, and like I said, the 100% candle for candle fulfillment of it today. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it in its current position. However, the snake is due for an interchange. So if they interchange here tomorrow and price action diverts to the downside, I already have the potential upcoming intra-week snakes clipped. We talked about these in last night's update and prep video, and we talked about validating or invalidating both of them today, and they both invalidated themselves in their straight up position as they were both projecting an upside move today, which was a direct mirroring of the fulfillment of price action and of the current intra-week snake. So I think it's important to view these in the mirrored position just in case price action does not continue to fulfill the current intra-week snake, prolonged it to the upside as it's projected, and we were to interchange to a new intra-week snake and divert to the downside. So there's the day prior to. intraweek snake and its mirrored position and projection moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. And here is the day of divergence and its projection if price action were to interchange and divert and mirror to the downside away from the upside projection moving forward into tomorrow and beyond. Here are both of them. You can see that the initial move to the downside from both of them are pretty much dead on. Realistically, there's no need to even view both of them. I think just to view the day of divergence at this point, because it does give a longer period of projection moving out forward, and they both essentially give the same downside projection. If price action were to breach to the downside, I will be using this confluence of support and or resistance, in this case support on the way down, as my macro confirmation level to the downside. Once again, that's going to put it around the 930 to 935 price point area. Then likewise to the upside, for a continuation of fulfillment to the upside, I'm still looking at the 968 to 975 area of support and resistance as a macro confirmation as well. That is everything that I am looking at with AMC regarding the intra-week snake. Moving on to the macro comparative. As you know, I've been using the previous double bottom from 2 doors back over here. I've used it previously for all of the last 5 months of price action that it projected and fulfilled accurately throughout that entire time period. I have since used it in the flipped position from the peak to where we're currently at right now. It fulfilled in that flipped position until we got a mirrored diversion from it. Therefore, I clipped the red replica of it and placed it on here to represent the mirrored fulfillment. And since that diversion, we have continued to get that mirrored fulfillment out of it as we have tracked it to where we're at now. And as you see, here is the side-by-side of the macro comparative from last night's update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the fulfillment of price action today, and then obviously the projection from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond. Likewise to the intra-week snakes, this is essentially the exact same functionality that I'll be looking at if I get that confluence of support breach to the downside for macro confirmation of continued mirrored fulfillment. That's the level I'm using. And likewise, that bounce off of the 968 to 975 area of support for the macro confirmation for continued fulfillment to the upside and a converge back with the original flipped position of it. So that is everything that I am looking at with AMC moving into tomorrow and beyond. Up next is GME. GME finished the day today in regular trading hours up 1.01% and then up an additional 0.57% in after hours, ending the day trading at 28.29. The current intra-week snake we have discussed and looked at in 2 potential nuanced positions. Essentially, they project the exact same thing, just a little more time, maybe a day or 2 longer of consolidation, one versus the other. So here is the one position of it, and you can see it once again today fulfilled its projection. And you can see here's the side-by-side from last night's update and prep video, the location of price within it, the projection from it, and like I said, the fulfillment of it 100% today. You can also see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. The secondary position of this is this extended, which therefore extends that consolidation time prior to the second bottom being put in. Here is the side-by-side from last night's update and prep video. Now let me make it look identical here. There is the location of price action within it in last night's video, the projection from it, the fulfillment of it here today, and then the projection from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it in that position. Then the macro comparative for GME. Likewise to AMC, I have been using this exact macro comparative for the previous 5 months worth of projection and price action has fulfilled it both in the straight up and the mirrored position throughout that entire time period. Once again, you can see today we fulfilled the macro comparatives projection. Here is the side-by-side from last night's update and prep video, the location of price action within it, the projection from it, and today's 100% fulfillment of that. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. Then last but not least is SPY. SPY finished the day today, regular trading hours up 0.38%, and then up an additional 0.2% in after hours, ending the day trading at 395.38. The current intra-week snake has been red. I changed it to yellow as it is now the confirmed intra-week snake, and even if I have to clip it and this is diverted from it, it will be yellow. So I'm going to show the comparison in red because it's been red this entire time until just tonight. I wanted to change it back to the confirmed color that I use here on the previous intra-week snakes, and those are all of the yellow snakes that you see on here. So we looked at this likewise to GMEs in two different potential positions. The first one is right here, therefore still maintaining the integrity of the previous fulfillment, and that puts us in this bottom 100% fulfilled throughout the entire intra-week snake from its placement till today and current time. You can see where we're at within that. Here is the side-by-side of that from last night's update and prep video. The position of price action within it, the projection from it, and today's fulfillment of it. You can see what the projection is from it moving forward into tomorrow and beyond if price action were to continue to fulfill it. It does look like there's a little more time there to consolidate if it were to continue to consolidate along that ascending level of support prior to the bounce. But nonetheless, the bounce is what I will be looking at and looking for as fulfillment coming up from this position of the intra-week snake. The second position was the extended pull on this, and looking at this downside death candle diversion as potentially mirroring this continued upside projection to the downside. So if that's the case, this needs to be mirrored from that fulfilled position back into its current mirrored position to show that projection and fulfillment to the downside. And in that position, you can see we continue to fulfill today, and what the projection is from it. Likewise, it is a bounce off of the macro ascending level of support moving into tomorrow and beyond. Here is the side-by-side from last night's update and prep video, the location of price within it, the projection from it, and the continued fulfillment of it today. Then last but not least, well, before I get there, both of those positions of the intra-week snake show an upside bounce coming from that macro ascending level of support. If price action were to breach to the downside, the macro confirmation to downside level that I will be using will be this previous macro upside neckline from the double bottom over here, which is now here acting as support. I will be using that at 389.50 or 389.60. That's the range of that level that I will be using as a macro confirmation to downside if price action were to breach from underneath this ascending level of support. And that's what this basically looks like. Price action has come down and it has now come back up to the macro ascending level of support for maybe a potential rejection and release back downside. If it does that, this will be my level to the downside for that confirmation. And likewise, I will be clipping a new set of potential intra-week snakes both day of and day prior to. I did clip yesterday and today to take a look at them to see what they would look like. I may have to clip tomorrow and today if this is the case, depending on where the diversion comes and what day it fulfills the diversion. Here are the two potentials moving forward. There is today as the day of, if it were to divert, which it does not show a diversion until over here. So we would get the initial bounce and fulfillment out of the previous, and then it diverts out to downside according to this. So that's a characteristic of movement for this potential upcoming diversion if it were to happen that I will be looking for. And then here is the day prior to yesterday's, and you can see it shows that consolidation and then a extended consolidation up along the macro ascending level of support before the rejection and release back downside. So I will also be looking at tomorrow's if we don't breach back downside tomorrow as well. I will be looking at tomorrow's, and then if it's relevant, I will be presenting it to you and showing you in potentially tomorrow night's update and prep video. Then last but not least, if price action were to breach downside, we would be viewing the ongoing macro comparative from the 08 and 09 correction and crash, as we have been viewing on the channel literally since I started the channel. Here is the bird's eye view of it. Our current location within it is right here after continued fulfillment to the downside. We rejected off of that to upper right inside corner and released to the downside with that death candle to the downside. You can see what the projection has been from it, and it does show some consolidation here. And then a move back up to the macro ascending level of support for a rejection, and then a release back downside is the upcoming projection from it if price action were to continue to fulfill it. Here is the side-by-side from last night's update and prep video of the macro comparative, the position of price action within it, the projection from it, and today's fulfillment of it as well. My friends, my family, that is everything I have for this video. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you all very much. Do not forget to smash the like button on your way out of here. I probably, most likely, will get an update and prep video out tomorrow night, depending on how my throat is and how everything goes. Tomorrow I have some things in the afternoon / evening that I may need to take care of, so I don't want to make an absolute promise. I probably will, so look out for that. If I don't, I will let you all know. So likewise, I will see you all in that update and prep video if I do. If I don't talk to you all, first and foremost, good luck in the market tomorrow. Make some extreme gains for yourself. And second of all, I will see you then. If I don't talk to you tomorrow night's video, I will see you all in Sunday night's weekly update and prep video that I release Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. Like I said, good luck, enjoy tomorrow, make some extreme gains, and I will talk to you all on the next one. Later.